I got a new phone today. Right now I'm using the OnePlus 7T Pro McLaren version, the limited edition version. And I ended up getting the OnePlus 8T 5G version. So let's do a basic unboxing and then I'll do an overview compared to my current phone. Let's check it out. Alright guys, we have the OnePlus 8T 5G. Let's do the short unboxing of this guy. Let's open this guy real quick, get the unboxing, and then I will go over the overview a little bit later. So, instructions and stuff, booklet and stuff, SIM tray pusher, and a new SIM card we will use. So here's the phone, to the side. Something new for them, for this phone, USB-C to USB-C, which is great to see, no pun intended. And the Warp Charge 65. Wow, that's heavy as hell. So this feels a lot more like a laptop charger, but with this, with the new 65 watt charger, this one does charge in about 35 to 40 minutes from 0 to 100%. And it looks like that's all that's in here. Alright, so see how fast it is to turn on. Woo! T-Mobile. Just a sec. Hello. Wow, that was pretty quick. So it does come with 52% on here. I am not going to set this up right now, but the cool thing about the back, it's very different, is this is a frosted back, which to help with fingerprints and oil, and I do love the look of this back. And you have the 3 cameras or 4 cameras back here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's the unboxing of this beautiful phone. A few changes, but we'll go over that in the next segment. All right, sweet. What is going on, guys? We are here to talk about the OnePlus 8T. So, I'm recording right now on the OnePlus 7T Pro McLaren Edition, 4K, I think 60 frames per second is what I'm recording in, maybe 30. But let's go over a couple of the specs. I will read them off the box. So, we have the 5G NR capable phone in this, which they use the Snapdragon X55 5G modem. It has a quad camera, 48 megapixel, 16, 5, and 2. And then it does have a Warp Charge 65, so this has a 65 watt charger, which is usually used for laptops, not phones. A little bit on that in a minute. It does have the Qualcomm Snapdragon 865. This is a 6.55 inch AMOLED display, full HD plus. And then it does have a 45 milliamp hour battery. And then it also does come with Android 11, which most phones right now don't have that. And this is kind of OnePlus's own flavor because they do put an Oxygen OS over it. So let's just go over kind of the likes. I won't go over any dislikes in this video yet because I haven't found any. I've only had the phone for maybe a few hours. So after I upgraded it and everything, there were a couple of things I did notice with this phone, was the actual panel itself. So when I turn this phone on and I put it into natural mode like I did on my 7T Pro, the colors are a lot more vibrant on this screen compared to my other one, or compared to the 7T Pro. The other thing is with this as well is the screen refresh rate. So this screen actually has 120 hertz screen refresh rate, and you can put it down to 60. I wish they could give you the option to put it down to 90, just to kind of have that in between. But this does have 120 Hz refresh rate. 7T Pro had 90 Hz refresh rate. And I can tell. You can definitely tell with the refresh rate change. And with that, I have seen a lot of reviews where they say they can't see the difference between the 7T Pro and the 8T with the 120 Hz. If you game on a high refresh rate monitor, you can tell. You can definitely tell on this. And also, it does look like, too, it feels like the pixel density is higher. May or may not be. I haven't looked that up between the two, but it does look a lot crisper on this camera. Another thing that did change that I did think was pretty cool was the camera change. Was we don't have that little poppy up camera anymore on the 7T Pro. We have it inside as a little dot right there. But it does align well with the taskbar right up there, so it doesn't really kind of just looks like another battery like indicator or some type of indicator, so it's not too much in the way. Another thing is I do like about this phone is the back. It's a diffused color, so it kind of helps with fingerprints, but most people are going to put it in a case. Some people don't, and they like to live dangerously. I'm going to put mine in a case, a very thin case, so it doesn't put much bulk on it. One of the reasons why I did get this phone, for a big reason, was the 5G. And the 7T Pro McLaren Edition, that has 5G as well, but it doesn't have all the current bands of 5G to help with internet speeds while on the go. Also in this as well, it does have better antennas. I don't know how many, haven't really looked that up yet, but I did notice when I was on Wi-Fi for this, I did a speed test on this one. It is actually faster on this phone than it is on the 7T Pro. So one of the other reasons why I got this phone was the 4500 milliamp battery. So with that, it is bigger than the 7T Pro McLaren Edition. This one, the 7T Pro, actually has a 4085 milliamp battery. So I did want something that did have a bigger battery. The other thing is that not a lot of people have, if you've never owned a OnePlus phone before, is the warp charging. So on the 7T Pro, you get warp charge 30, which is a 30 watt charger. On this one, you get a warp charge 65, so you get a 65 watt charger, which is usually used for like a laptop or like a tablet to charge. But the thing is about it is, with the 7T Pro, from 0 to 100%, it took about an hour and 10 minutes, hour and 12 minutes on that one. On this one, it takes 35 to 40 minutes to go to 0 to 100. And definitely when you're able to charge your phone that quickly, your charging habits change. You don't have to charge it overnight anymore, which I think is a great thing. I think it's a great thing that you can just charge your phone so fast and so quickly and be on the go, and I could charge this for like 20 minutes and I'm almost at 100%. The other thing about this phone that I did really want, like I said earlier, were the bands. So with the two phones, I haven't really found anything wrong with this phone yet, although I've only had this phone for a few hours since I've upgraded it. But what I'll do is, in about a week, I'll do a little bit of an update of my likes and dislikes, if there are any really in that short of time span, to kind of let you guys know whether or not it is a worthy upgrade from the 7T Pro McLaren Edition. And so far I have noticed, and it does feel like it is definitely a great upgrade. But moving on, guys, I will see you in the next video. Subscribe, hit the like button, that would be great, and I will see you in the next video. Later.